What's up, YouTube? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Pip Getterz weekly analysis. For those who are here with us right now, thank you for coming. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for stopping by. For those who are on their way, who haven't made it yet, or for those who are going to watch this video in the future, we're going to try and stay more consistent. Thank you for showing up. For those that don't know, I suffered an accident about a year ago, so I wasn't able to keep up with the YouTube channel, but we are back. No excuses. Healing up, not at 100% yet, but some of y'all do know, it takes a while. So we don't just pop right back up sometimes right after we have an accident. So I'm slowly getting it back together, but we back on YouTube again. Thank you for those that are tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. So does the rest of the Pip Getterz team. Just here to give some knowledge, and we'll be right back after these messages. Thank you. All right, folks. We are back. Pulling up some charts. First of all, for the week, we have to do some analysis first. We have to look at some fundamentals. I could have swore I turned my sound, but we got to do some fundamentals, some analysis first, some news. Some of you may not know that we don't just jump in the market. We make sure we get inside our news, and we make sure we get, up to breast with everything we're doing. So for the week, we got Sunday. We have no news today, obviously. Okay. Monday, no news. It looks like a pretty clean week all the way up until Tuesday. It's like a pretty clean week up until Tuesday. Tuesday, we got some orange envelopes over here. Orange envelopes aren't as big of a deal as these red envelopes here, so we really don't have any news, big news until Wednesday, May 11th. All right, so all day OPEC meetings. We also have news on the US dollar. For those that don't know, the US dollar is going crazy right now. The dollar is very strong. We also have our crude oil inventories. No, not too much envelopes this week. Okay, a quiet week. Okay, a very quiet week. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. In my opinion, it can be good because now you can trade as normal. You don't have to worry about anything pushing your trade in some crazy direction without, unbeknownst to you. So sometimes that's good, and then sometimes that's bad because now you don't have any news to push the movement of the market in your favor. Okay, so sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, depending on how you look at it. Some people look at it as safe to cross the street. Some people don't even care. Let's look at Thursday. We have U.S. news at 8:30, and Friday, again, dry. Okay, so not a very busy week as far as news is concerned. Okay, let's look at FX Street. So far today, since this week has started opening, which is Sunday. For those that don't know, Sunday is the opening of the Forex market. Also futures market, but Aussie dollar bears brace for bumpy road. So as you can see, or we'll look at the charts later, that the dollar is still kicking tail and the Aussie's still dropping, which means we need to look at some gold too. For those who are into gold, might want to look at a gold chart, see what's going on with that. The euros, anything against the dollar basically is dropping. Okay. What I wanted to look at was this Ripple. Okay, because I know a lot of people are invested in Ripple. I know some people that are personally invested for a while in Ripple, long haul. And I know some people that are thinking about getting into Ripple. Okay. Now, for those that invested into Ripple, I suggest you do your research. Excuse me. I suggest you do your research. I suggest you look at a chart, or if you can, or know somebody that looks at a chart. Or if you guys want to leave comments and leave specific charts that you want to look at, I will look at specific charts if we have those that want to look at specific charts. It could be a stock chart, it could be a crypto chart, it could be Forex chart, it could be any chart. But Ripple, 50% collapse. Also, for those people that know how to trade, and if you have a brokerage account and you know how to short, you might want to go look at that. I told my cousin 2-3 weeks ago Bitcoin was going to drop, and it's been dropping ever since the day I told him. So some of you are looking at crypto. Bitcoin's been dropping. If you know how to short, okay, not everybody knows how to short. Not everybody has a brokerage account. If you're looking into shorting or learning how to short, again, there's all kind of information out there other than myself, but you can also comment, email, or, get in touch with Pip Getterz. We do have links below. Unemployment report, cryptocurrencies. A lot of cryptos are dropping for some reason. Bears brace for a bumpy road. Okay, so maybe the Aussie is going to continue to drop and the dollar is going to continue to strengthen. We're going to look at the charts in just a minute. Okay, but it's always good to come in here and look at, especially on Sunday. A lot of people don't know in trading, a lot of the work is done outside of market hours. A lot of the work is outside of the market, so it's not even during market hours. It's like on the weekends, okay, doing your research. Or Sunday evening. All right. It's very important to do your research because sometimes the answer is right in front of your face and then you didn't look. You look afterwards. All right. Also, if we look at our relative strength, we see that the dollar is in the green, all green. Okay. The doctor dollar is all green. If you look over to my right, anyway, the CAD is starting to weaken up, and for those that don't know, the CAD has been strong for a long time. It's still strong in the high time frames, but CAD's been strong for a while. That's why gas prices have been up. For those that don't know, the Canadian dollar, Canada is one of the major exports is oil. So the reason why the CAD has been strong and your dollar has been less at the pump is because of the strength of the Canadian dollar. So check on that. And you can always do your research, folks. Okay, I'm just here to help the planet as much as I can. We also have the pound. Okay, the pound has gotten really weak as of late. Okay, the pound has been really weak as of late. The Aussie as well. Just anything against the dollar, really. Okay, and the CAD still has a little bit of strength. The euro is trying to boss up. I really don't know what it's going to do long term, but it's trying to boss up a little bit. As of now, as of late, the euro has gotten a little bit, it's picked up a little bit of strength. If we go look at FinViz currently right now, the market is doing exactly what it says. So if we go look at the news, Aussie bears. Okay, and if people don't know what bears is, that means the market's going down. So Aussie bears brace for a bumpy road. So if you look at the actual FinViz and finviz.com, is just telling you exactly what the relative strength is currently right now. What's going on right now in the market this very second? This Aussie is the weakest currency and this dollar is the strongest. Okay, and for those that don't know, the dollar has been strong. Some of you are here for the first time. Okay, and I'm going to do some more introductory level videos. I'm going to try to be more consistent and do a little bit as far as breaking the information down. I'm going to work on that, but this is where we're starting right now as of, as far as analysis. Not for beginners, but maybe from like intermediate to advanced. That's where we're at now, but I'll do some more introductory videos at another time. And as also relative strength shows you that the dollar is strong. So that's part of the research. So you know what's going on before you get to the charts. Again, a quiet week in news. Okay, not too many red envelopes. a quiet week. Wednesday is the busiest week all day. U.S. CPI, so just pay attention to that. It's always important. Again, you don't want to get caught bumping your head into the ceiling fan or stubbing your toe on the coffee table. So always make sure you're looking before you jump in the trade. Very important. All right. Let's start with the charts. Again, for those that don't know, I am the Professor Pip. Please like, comment. Also, I would make sure you comment because I don't know what you need if you don't tell me so. All right, as our dollar, as you can see, we're looking at a daily. Let's look at a weekly chart. As you can see, this dollar has been strong for weeks. This is weeks of opportunity. So for those that have never traded before or have been trading, okay, there are opportunities of weeks of this. Okay, and the CAD's been strong too, so we're going to look at the CAD in a minute. I do feel like we are at some, now I don't see any supply here. If you look to the left, I see no supply here, and the U.S. yen has broken all-time highs. Okay, we actually went long here last year in February, like down here somewhere. I don't even remember, and still going. But anyway, still going. I wouldn't short this just yet. I would wait to see, and then try and go long. Looking at my chart, if I wanted to trade this, I would go long still, but it'd be somewhere in this candle. So let's look at last week. Last week was pretty bullish. The last few weeks have been bullish, obviously, but if you look at this candle, we got, this is last week, this is the week before. So we got last week's low, maybe here or somewhere in here. I have to look at it a little bit deeper in depth, but you know, we're not going to be here all day or all night. So just somewhere in these areas, I would look to buy it again. Somewhere maybe in this drop base rally or in this little area down here somewhere. Maybe, but this is a high that is retesting right now. So just give it some room to breathe and bounce back and forth. If you trade the U.S. yen, cool. U.S. CAD, again, the U.S. dollar is strong. Okay, we're breaking highs here. If you look, we're about to break this high soon. We're coming to a weekly high, weekly, monthly. We come into high time frame supply. So if you go long, just be careful of these highs. They're going to retest them and probably come back down. If I look at these charts, let's see. This doesn't look too bad, this area here, and this doesn't look, let's go to the, if I'm moving too fast for some people, I apologize. I've been looking at charts for a long time. We also got right above 500 here, okay? I do look at quarters theory. I'm a numbers person, so when I see the chart, I look at numbers. I believe price is traded on certain numbers. So holes and quarter numbers, you can look that up for yourself if you want to. Quarters theory on YouTube if you like. Just to ride the momentum, you know, the uptrend somewhere in the chart here. You always want to go with the trend, okay? The trend is your friend, and the dollar is the strongest currency right now, so you want to make sure you go in that direction. You don't want to short the dollar, okay? We're headed to this area, but we also broke this structure here, so looking for price to maybe come back in here and try and go back up again. Again, if you have any questions, comment. And also, if I see that the dollar is strong, I'm not going to take every dollar pair. I wouldn't do that. I would just go with the dollar pair, as I used to say, with the prettiest picture. And it could be a short or a long. I might look at all dollar pairs, and then $1 pair has the prettiest picture. I'm not going to try and trade all of them and kill myself. Okay, the one with the most obvious picture. Okay, with the trend. I do like to trade 4-hour candles, 4-hour lows. Somewhere down in here. This is a good zone. I like this. The price was to come back down in here. Small time frame. The structure here just kept it moving. I do like this high time frame, but we also have this area here and here. Let's see. I wouldn't trade this before these areas. I'd have to let this come down some a little bit. Probably. Just somewhere in this area. We also have a rally-based rally here. Depending on what time frame you trade, you know, some of you are scalpers, want to get in and get out or trade this, and then some of you are more long-term, so you want to wait for price to come back and then go back up. So it just depends. There's all different styles of traders. Everybody doesn't have to trade the same way. And sometimes when you're looking at so many different styles of trading, it can help you. You know, it's difficult to find yourself. So, and I'll talk about that in another video. So you do want to pick a certain time. It's like going to a job and trying to fill out an application and you get hired. You can't work all the shifts in all the departments. Okay, so you got to kind of pick a shift, pick a trading style. You know, where do you want to work? What are you good at? Okay, what time do you have availability? All of that matters. And I'll talk about those things later too. Like, do you trade at nighttime? Forex market, you can trade at night. You can trade during the day. Sometimes you can trade late in the day. I've seen some 1 o'clock candles do some amazing things. So it's about what time you want to trade. It's about what time you have the availability to do so. So it's very important. You want to be strict on yourself when you're trading. As you can see, the dollar strong. So now what you have is dollar pairs, okay, with the dollar as far as the quote. Now, for those that don't know, that means the dollar's on the outside, on to the right of the currency. So those currencies are going to be dropping. As you can see, the New Zealand, this is how strong the dollar has been. The dollar's been strong for weeks. I feel it's going to continue this way. There's nothing here to stop this thing. Okay? There's nothing here to stop this thing. So this is one of those currencies where you just get in where you fit in. I do like this candle here. Price was to retrace somewhere in this candle. I would look to take a short. This drop-based drop maybe at this structure. Depending on what it looks like when it gets up here, I do like this area. As you can see, the trend is down, and this area right here broke these lows. Okay, so I do like that. You also have another structure here as well too. So again, talking about styles of trading, you have people that are more conservative and you have more aggressive. So you have aggressive zones and conservatives, depending on how weak something is. As far as this New Zealand, it's very weak. So the chances of it making all the way back up here are slim. So maybe up in this area. If you're looking to trade tonight or within the next few hours, this might be a good area to short. There is a whole number here too as well, and we also have 750 here. So if you're looking to trade this in like tonight maybe or in the near future sometime, these zones look pretty good of structure. Okay, long-term price may pop back up in here somewhere, but short-term, these areas of conjunction are good. Just make sure you look at them. Set some alerts maybe. Again, the New Zealand's weak. We did just hit kind of a low though. Got some structure here. So trend is down. I believe price may continue to fall as it's falling right now in front of our very eyes. We do have a 4-hour low here with 2 higher highs, so I won't be fooled. We have some structure here that we did not break. And we got 2 higher highs here. So, not saying go long here because the New Zealand is weak. The CAD is weakening too. I don't know for some reason why, but I still wouldn't go long here. This might actually leave here tonight and go up just a little bit. Excuse me, y'all. I was in deep thought for a second. This is also 250 as well, too. So it hasn't broken this low. I do believe it's going to continue down, but it's going to stop right here and probably give a little bit of issues and then drop back further down. Where would I short this? Probably up here in this candle. For you scalpers, maybe. But I'm looking for the short. We are in a downtrend, so short to break this to come further down. Let's look at this over here. I am a chartitarian, so I do zip through charts. They're going to show us this. Sometimes you can't go too far to the left. Yeah, so I got this coming to 81.5. That's going to continue to fall just from where I don't know. But just know that it's probably going to continue to fall. Okay. Again, thank you for those that are joining. Also, the yen is strengthening up. For those that don't know, the yen is trying to beef up. For those that didn't know, the yen has been strong, weak for a very long time. I mean, like all zeros. That's how weak the yen was. The yen was, this is what the yen was doing to every pair. Okay, so the yen is starting to turn around and drop. Well, the New Zealand yen anyway. I do believe this is going to continue to fall. As you can see, we have a downtrend. We have some previous structure here in this area. Probably going to hit right in here and pop a little bit, but we are in an official downtrend once it breaks. We broke this structure here. Probably the next few hours, this might pop up so some people can short it. I like both of these areas. This is also a good area that broke this area too. Actually, this broke these lows to the left. So once price breaks a low, continue to short. Let me look in the chat and see if anybody's requested. Maybe. Okay. What's up, y'all? Josh, what's good? Okay. What's up, Mark? Yo, my boy, I had to check in. Louis. That is funny. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? I appreciate it. Yeah, we just getting into the weekly chart. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, too. I'm at the crib, boy, so I figured that people might need this, so I came in here just to get a little bit of education in for the people that might need it. Might go to the office later on this week though. The pound New Zealand, yes. Okay, I'm looking at these New Zealand, Euro New Zealand and pound New Zealand pairs. I want to see what they about to do. They hit some good weekly demand. Last week, we got a weekly candle here that did break. I'm watching this little area up here. This little area of structure. This is a daily candle. Price gets here, I might look to short it if it makes it. But for now, it looks kind of bullish on the long side. The pound is weak, so the New Zealand is weak. They're both weak. We got an area of supply here that broke. Pow. We got 93,500 again. For those that don't know what that is, quarters theory. I got a lot of videos to do. I just have to come back and finish rehabilitating. But I got a lot of videos to do. They're coming though. You can go down in here and whittle up the zone, make it a few, maybe less pips to risk. But if price gets in here, I wouldn't be, it's not a bad idea to try and short it. Not a bad idea. We do have a few moving averages trying to get underneath it though. But if you want to come in here and just take a shot at it, it's a good candle. It's the top of a 4-hour. We've had selling here before. We've had selling here before. We've had buying here before, buying here before. So obviously this is a very important area. As I would like to say, the people do business here a lot. So when I see that price has been done business here before, when price gets here again, I want to do business too. Okay? But I'm looking in this area for a short, just a small one. We do have some strength to the upside, so even look at this area up here. This seems a little advanced. I'm sorry, folks. There's all this area of selling pressure that I'm looking to sell in. If price gets in here later on this week, until then, maybe a long, but right now short. Again, the pound is weak. Okay, the pound is weak. New Zealand's also weak, so just check on that. Pound Swiss. What was this? This is from last week. This is old. Not bad though. I was still wanting to short this if this got up here though. If price got up here, it wouldn't be a bad short maybe. This is an old long from last week. The pound is weak, but the Swiss was weak too. Sometimes when two currencies are weak and two currencies are strong, they'll go within this little range. So they'll drop and then they'll go up and down. Sometimes when the currency is too weak, it won't do anything. So see how the pound is weak? And the Swiss is also over here with it. So you're going to see some back and forth stuff like that. Range bound. And when something's not so strong and weak, you're going to see that, which would be something like the dollar. There's no weakness of the dollar, okay? So there's no range of anything. It's just going to drop. Like the pound dollar. Pound Swiss, still like this little area. Let me mark it out just in case later on this week. Got a little area up here too as well. All right. And for those that just came in, thank you for showing up. Weekly chart. We got the pound still falling. The dollar strong. Pound is weak. For those that are late to this or new to trading, or, this has been dropping for a while, it's just showing you times when something may be strong and something may be weak. And you can make money both ways, strong or weak. Believe price is going to continue to drop. I wouldn't say just jump in anything though this week. Let it reveal itself. So all these dollar pairs just from the market open just took off. I try to wait for price to fizz out on Sunday sometime. Try not to run to the chart as soon as the market opens. Try to let it see what it's going to do. This is a low, so be careful. When this pops up, it'll probably pop up in here for you to be able to short it again somewhere. The trend is down. I don't see the prettiest picture here. It's a good candle, though. If price pops back up into here, I would definitely short it. Probably at this 250, 50% line. Fibonacci 50% line of this previous 4-hour candle. I would short it inside of here if it popped back up. Remember, you don't just jump into trades, people. There's no, I'm going to just jump in a trade. Yeah, ask the people who just bought Bitcoin how they feel about just jumping in a trade. Yeah, I thought so. Pound yen. We got some weekly nudging going on up in here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can get the pound to, now I like this to come back in here and fall. I do love that. See how we got this nice curve? So when price is doing this, you want to be buying it. And when price starts to do this, you want to be selling it. Okay, so now that price is doing this, I want to get into this sell mode. This is a low though, okay, with 2 higher highs. So you see, yes, 2 daily higher highs. So be careful. Might be a little bit of demand in here, but when price pops up, nothing more beautiful than this 50% line up in here. For those that I thought I'd be wearing a suit, I'm sorry. Maybe next time. Sandra, hey, how you doing? You glad to see this pop up in you? I figure I start reaching back out to some of y'all people. Some of my loved ones. I figured y'all might want to see me. I figure I might want to see y'all too and maybe exchange some information, at least hope to inspire some people. But how you doing? Happy Mother's Day to all mothers too. Oh, I missed Happy Mother's Day. Sorry, I misspelled it. Sorry. See, that's how I got me. This is my first time doing this. I got somebody to chat to. That is hilarious. I love it. I appreciate it, y'all. All right, but we got some demand here that hopefully maybe price might not break this 5, might retest this 5 for all the people that are not so conservative. But I would wait for price to come right back up into this base drop here. And what I'm doing works on every chart. This might pop back up into, let me take this off because I don't like it anymore. This is what I really like. This right here. But I want this to short and continue to drop this way. For those that know how to short, the yen looks like it wants to get strong. And this is weekly analysis, folks. See how price can pop up off a low? That's why you want to make sure you know what you're doing. The pound is weak, but so is the Aussie. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate it. This might drop from here, y'all. Pay attention to this. This is the pound Aussie. We are in an area right now where you see this big red candle right here, y'all. I know some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all do. But you see this big red candle? This big red candle broke these lows to the left. See that? Bang, 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 bang. One, it broke all these lows. So you know there's some selling pressure in here. I want to know what's going on. Keep an eye on this, especially for you Asia session traders. Might not drop a whole lot because we do have a kind of a turn. In case you don't see, we got kind of a turn in momentum. Let's go do some further investigations. I wonder if I would probably wait till it got up here. Right in here. That's what I want. Yep. I'd set an alert to this thing. So we got a 30-minute drop, base drop. I know some of y'all don't know what the heck I'm talking about. And we got because of the uptrend and the weakness of the pound, if you do short this, okay, or you want to go long, we got 75 even here, okay? Nothing like some iced tea on Mother's Day. Of course, some ice in it, right? Pound CAD. Yeah, this thing has been dropping for forever. But let's look and see. Last week, we broke a low. This is for educational purposes only, folks. Last week, we broke a low on last week's weekly candle. If we look at this daily, this is the candle that broke this low. So now I just want to, as I said last week, I want to quarantine this candle right here. Where are you going? Now, this might pop up off the bottom, but most definitely believe it's going to pop back up into this candle and drop a little bit again. Let's look and see what's going on here. And I will be live here tomorrow morning. We'll be trading the U.S. session at 8 o'clock. We'll be here at 8 o'clock. We'll be in Zoom, though, at 7:30. For all the people that's a part of Patreon, we'll be together at 7:30. But YouTube, we getting together at 8 o'clock a.m. tomorrow morning, U.S. session, sharp. I'm just doing this tonight out the goodness in my heart, really. And to get this thing started. It's hammer time. This base drop is definitely a nice little area of supply. So is this. I do favor the bottoms and tops because that's where mostly the sellers and buyers are in the tops and bottoms of these ranges. Like, you know, here and here. Like somebody bought this here. See how this came all the way, not to the middle, but all the way to the top and then fell. So I like these tops. So price came back. This isn't bad, but you know I love the tops. Bottoms are good too, especially when you got higher highs. Especially scalpers, counter trend. I know a bunch of people that make a great living off of going long counter trend just to the supply zone to short. Okay? I know a gang of people who do that. We did create highs here, and we also have a beautiful 58,500 here. Okay? So if you folks want to go look up quarters theory, you can Google it. You can email me. It's fine. Message. This was a short we took last week. Just took a while for it to work. This is one of the ones I didn't erase. It had friends over here. Some of my students know how I like to look at zones. Like this looks like something I already drew tonight, but this is something from last week that already worked. and came back down to the demand zone. It's there now. So it's actually in some, still think this is going to continue to drop. This is a low. Everything's just dropping. Oops. Everything's just dropping all the way to the low. Let's see. Bam, bam. Again. Then as always, I love the tops. See how this came back to the top? It worked in the middle though when it comes back to the top. So my favorite places, and sometimes you got to understand that price doesn't come to your zone and keeps going and you don't get in. You just have to deal with it. Okay? You're not going to get every trade. You're not going to win every trade. I do love this euro yen for a long though. I think the euro is going to strengthen a little bit. It's not against the dollar. It's the only currency that you're not about to get strong against is the dollar. Maybe till it gets down here. This is the actual low. Let's see. Somewhere in here, but I still wouldn't trust it. The dollar's too strong to go against currently. So if I were you folks, I wouldn't trust it. Look for shorts in this high. Let's say if we look at these daily, like I like daily highs. So price comes to a daily high or even a weekly high, I like to short it. Mostly daily highs and 4-hour highs, because that fits my trading strategy. This looks like it's going to continue to drop. From this area, and you have top here. So look out for that. Again, we got a bullish candle that broke these highs to the left. So if you look to the left, we got these highs right here, and we desecrated them with this candle. Now we do have some supply up here, but I do believe we're going to make it up there. The euro yen, I believe that fully. I do believe that we're going to make it back up there. Hopefully that's not too loud. All right. So if we look at this candle right here that just took off, this is telling me. So if I was to look at the chart and I read like how you read music or you read Braille or read anything, if I was to read this, I would say that this, which would be the last candle, which would be Friday, made a decision to break all these highs. So today I'm looking to find out where in here should I be going long. Probably at this bottom here. You got to come down into this wick and find some good area of support. The problem that people have is they can't wait for price to get here. They got to make money right now. This is also a good area in here too, but as I said, I like tops and bottoms. Because this broke this high, I want parts of this at 137 even. I would set an alert for that. Now, price may not get here till tomorrow, but this part of the work you do on the weekend. Okay? See this drop base rally right here? It's also about being picky. You gotta wait. This is like you seeing something you want, and because it costs so much, you refuse. But if price ever gets down here, you go into the store. That's all this is. Okay, but you gotta be patient. If you're not going to the store to pay thousands of dollars for something or hundreds of dollars, when it's 80% off, that's when you want to go in there and buy it. Okay, when it's back at its original demand price, when it became popular, price gonna drop back down. Like when the iPhone came out, went up to this price. Then the longer the iPhone's out, it's gonna drop in price. A new car. But with that, when that 2022 car that you like drop in price in about 2025, 2026, that's when you're gonna go buy that thing. Make sense? All right. For those that, I hope I helped somebody with that one. Another one too. Let's look at this Euro New Zealand. We coming into some structure right here. So you're not tricking me. Folks, the first thing you want to look at is structure. Where's a place that the market might get caught up? Then you also want to look at where I can get in and join the party. See how price comes off a previous day and keeps going? I want to get in on the previous day. This happened already. I should have started this earlier. So the market just took off today at 6 o'clock open. This is crazy. What time did this happen? 17th. But the market, they be cheating. This is a good trade though. So we got the Euro strengthening up and we got the New Zealand. Okay. Let's look at the pound. Pound New Zealand. That's finna drop too. All right. Look to go long in this Euro New Zealand this week, folks. Maybe even offer this candle somewhere. This candle just blew this high. Again, if y'all want to talk about other charts other than Forex, if y'all want to talk about crypto, if y'all want to talk about indices, we can do that. You can see the uptrend. This is going crazy. I see a few levels of structure here. If anybody wants to trade this tonight, maybe you can get in right here at 1.565. That's anybody in here right now, for those that are like scalpers or those who want to take real quick trades. See how this broke this? Yeah, I might be able to take this into further up. This is a whole number 2, 1.65. Okay. I do like this. If you look at Forex performance, you look at Finviz. The Euro's trying to beef up New Zealand. Basically, the Aussie and the New Zealand are trash right now. Let's look up here. I think we can ride the wave. We got some trend here. Again, depending on the style of trader you are. This not bad. This not bad down here either at 750. So I'll just leave these two zones right in here. Because this is the fight too. And then price just curved and just blew it. So both of these zones, whatever suits your fancy. Maybe I might favor this one over both of them. Just me personally. I might like price to come down in here. Price was to come back down in here, I might take a shot at it. This rally-based rally right here. Put an alert on it. Euro Aussie daily. I'm not telling y'all to just jump in. This is for right now. What I'm doing is for experienced traders only. Like this for people who've been trading and know what the heck I'm doing right now. I'm quiet, like I'm in the zone right now. Only people that they're like, what is he doing? People that trade know what I'm doing. Okay, this is for like tonight. This is for people that want to trade like tonight or tomorrow. People that's gonna stay up for the rest of the night, they looking at this. And folks, don't forget to subscribe and comment and like. If you don't mind, let me look at the chat. I'm glad to see all of y'all here. I appreciate it. Let's look. Again, we just hit an area in the euro pound. The pound is weak though, so this is what I'm gonna do. Price gets up here, maybe. Somewhere in here to short back down. Somewhere to short, right in here. There's a little drop, base drop in here. Some people might wait to get to the hammer. I'm a hammer fan. So some people might wait for the hammer at 750. This is conservative and this is aggressive. Because the euro is stronger than the pound, I might wait. But this low right here, this is what we're looking at. Because the pound is weak, but it's these two lower lows here. Let's check and make sure. Yep, we got two lower lows. We actually got three lows. So yeah, I'm looking to short this somewhere in here, maybe even right here. If this fell from right here, folks, don't be surprised. It's just got back to the charts. Louis, what's happening? You all right? Good to see y'all. Some fresh faces. Good to see some fresh faces. But we're looking at some shorts and some longs in the euro pound. See how this big 4-hour candle just dropped like that? This is what we call previous day's candle. So price today is probably going to pop in here and then come back down. Off of this selling pressure from being up here, it's going to come in here and then probably drop. It's going to touch in here somewhere and come down tonight for a few pips. Probably set an alert there myself. Just to remind myself. Come on, Louis, I remember. Stop it, man. Be talking to you on Instagram, talking about I hope I remember. Knock it off. This is definitely a long. Euro Swiss is definitely a long. Not a lot of people trade Swiss pairs, but these pound pairs, not pound pairs, these Swiss pairs, they're longs. We got a 4-hour candle here. Let me look at this. Come on, Louis, you know I remember you, man. Just make sure you check in on the, we good. I had to take a break. I got in a little accident on vacation. I'm going to do a video on it. I actually have the accident recorded. I'm going to do a video on it one day. I was recording when it happened. So that's how. It's not like I had said, let me have an accident and record it. My video was recording at the same time the accident happened. And it just happened to record. So I actually haven't seen the video since the accident happened. Scared to look at it. So we got some areas here of structure. This is the bottom. This is the middle. You could get the euro. The Swiss is weak enough right here. Swiss is weak enough to get a bounce right here, right? See this whole number, 1.04? You can get a bounce off of that. Most definitely. You can definitely get a bounce off of that. And folks, if you want me to do more of these videos, let me know. I'll keep them coming. Let's look at a weekly chart. This Euro CAD. It's going to fall into some demand down here. Renee, I know you're Superman, but I think videotaping your own accident is too much. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't record it. I think that's why I had the accident, because I was recording and not paying attention. So it's not like, yeah, I'm going to record. I'm a daredevil. Like, no. I promise you, I wish nothing happened and I could have just stayed doing Pip Getterz. Pip Getterz, I took a slump because of that. I go like 8-9 months without posting. I couldn't get no clothes for Pip Getterz, no videos, no Zoom. Yeah, you start a business, and as soon as you start a business, you suffer an accident. Like, that's not good. So this is months of me, you know, holding it down. I just couldn't quit. All right, we just hit a doji in the daily here. But we do have this doji, and we got this one too, so. I wasn't texting and driving. I was on vacation, so I wasn't thinking about texting nobody. I was thinking about recording me living my best life. I wanted to come back home and look at video. I was doing something that I thought I would never get to do as a child. You know, when you grow up in South Jamaica, Queens, or you grow up in Brooklyn, and you in somewhere, you know, in Utah and in Nevada, dune buggying, you know, you don't think, you know, I grew up in Stop and Frisk where you didn't think you'd make it home. You know, this is when you have fears of not living as a young black man. You don't even think you're going to live that long. You're listening to songs like Suicidal Thoughts on Biggie's album, Ready to Die. You feel just like Biggie. So you're not even thinking you're going to live long, let alone leave where you live and be traveling, to be skiing. What? If anybody told me that I would have had the last 5 years of my life, I would have told me they're crazy. And, you know, that's part of the reason why you can't quit, you know. All right, so we got a daily candle, the euro, and the CAD is weakening up. If we look at relative strength, the CAD is weakening up just a bit. And I'll do more of these if y'all need me to, you know, so just let me know. We got relative strength. And as you can see, the CAD is starting to weaken. It's still strong, but the euro's trying to beef up. And the CAD is trying to weaken up just a little bit. So it's some of that still left in this candle somewhere right in here. And we got 500 here too. I'm not saying go long for forever, but you can get from here to there. Somewhere in here maybe. See this rally-based rally? This is what broke that. And shot and broke that. And we got some small time frame momentum. Small time frame, not high time frame. High time frame momentum is still down. Actually, we want to short this when it gets near up here somewhere. Or look to short it when it gets up there. But right now we got higher lows. So the point is, are they going to retest this low and try and hold this low and then make a higher high? Okay, are we going to bounce off this two higher lows? We're going to bounce off this higher low into and break this high and retest this high, which dropped and broke all these lows. So it's just like getting price in a little sandwich. But pay attention. Let's see, 4-hour candle. Somewhere in here. Moving average probably going to hit it. We broke this structure, so just look for that to curve up. Swiss Yen, I don't know if I'm too fond of that right now. Again, we will be here tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to make this an everyday habit or every other day. I also have some other videos where I do wear a suit, dropping some knowledge. All right, so we got 2 weeks of bearishness here on the Swiss Yen. 2 weeks straight. So we done already made the pivot. This is really the indication candle. So when you see this, the next week, you're supposed to be looking for this. Week after that, you're looking for this. So guess what you're looking for this week? Yeah. Let's see if we can get price to get up here, though. It's going to bounce off of something. This is something I have to look at later on this week. It's so choppy in here. So let's look at a daily. Let's look at a 2-day chart. 2-day. Damn it. This is going to continue to drop, though. This is the demand zone we just broke, and this is going to continue to drop. Maybe the 50% line of this weekly candle. We got some sellers in here already. Maybe price up. Tomorrow or later on today, pop back up in here and touch the high of this candle, which broke this low, which would be the high of this day, which would be 750. Somewhere in here, price broke this low. If you want to be extra gully, there's a high here too with crazy selling pressure. You want to be a scalper. Not my cup of tea, though. I'd wait for up here somewhere. Some people will take this, and it might work too. So I'm not going against it. Oh, snap. All right, so these are shorts from last week. Price came and touched this high instead of here. As you can see, I like to draw two zones sometimes. If it's the high, it's not the high. Sometimes it's in the middle. This came down to a smaller time frame. Instead of taking this, price came here and we waited, and then we took this. This is at the Asia session, 23 o'clock. Usually I'm here. I'm going to trade Asia live. Usually we're here at 7:30 in the evening, not so late as 9 o'clock. I'm just doing weekly analysis. But when I do evening sessions, I will be here at 7:30. And we will catch this from last week. So something like this we'll look at and then be in overnight. CAD Swiss. This is another. This been going crazy. I've been looking at previous week's candles, y'all. So, you know, if I see bullishness weeks in a row, I'm going to go long this week off of last week's candle every week. If I see something extra strong and something extra weak. Okay. And if y'all want this relative strength, this on my Patreon page. It comes out every day at between 5 and 6 o'clock. Like, this is definitely a superlative long this week. I know price is probably going to bounce. I think it's going to come up here. Probably going to bounce a little bit further down. Back in here. It's a weekly kind of wick over wick. Maybe retest this high. Come back down. Let's see what this is looking like. This is making lower highs. I think it's going to retest this and come down a little bit just to where we don't know. Somewhere down in here into this daily candle that broke. This little structure here. See this candle? Everything else looks unfresh. So this isn't fresh. This hit this. So I will let price wither its way down in here. Patience. We had some good trades last week on the Aussie. We had some good trades last week on the pound too. Last week, these shorts from the previous week. As you can see this week, the Aussie just hit some demand. Uh-oh. If y'all can see, when Aussie gets here, it pops up a little bit. Just a little bit late to the charts today, huh? Not bad. Again, this is counter trend because the dollar is so strong, but it did hit some demand. Let's go to this daily chart. Yeah, this is going to fly back this way. This candle opened without a wick at the back, so we going back this way tonight. Price may even fall back down in here and get some more buyers. May fall deeper in the zone. I actually hope it does because then I'll get in it. See the rally base rally here? 7 even. I hope it comes further back down in here. I actually do myself. This is counter trend. If you go long, but you can definitely short somewhere in right above 5. We got a doji here that broke this. See this demand zone came down here and then said no. So if you want to short the Aussie, I would look in this doji area or at these highs up here that broke all of this. Probably right here. Price probably going to pop up tonight right here and then somewhere into there. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Oh, man. Gaining some strength for the week. Maybe. It just hit some demand. I just started doing this, streaming stuff and all that, just learning how to do all of this. So y'all got to give me some time. Once I get into the swing of things, no pun intended, might be a little earlier and things like that too as well. Aussie Yen. In a weekly, we still got some weekly momentum. I believe this Aussie Yen is going to still keep going this way. It just actually came to last week's low, really. Last week's low. And then we got the week before that's low. So we're going to have some pushback here. And we might broke a high here too, so 2 higher highs in a daily. We just hit a zone. I'm looking to go long in the Aussie Yen somewhere down here, just for a little taste. Prices bounced from here before. We got 2 daily higher highs, 3 actually, 1, 2, 3. But where, oh where? See this right here, folks? Bam. See that? I'm waiting for you to come here again. And I will short this because of the Aussie weakness and the yen strengthening. I would short this probably from one of these quarters here. Let's look this up in a higher time frame. Yeah, I was short somewhere up here. Maybe right in here, down in here. Bloop, 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 bloop. Around the 500 area. Hopefully y'all are learning something. I hope so. That's why I'm here anyway. Try to get y'all some extra. I know some of y'all been like, well, I ain't in Forex. Aussie Swiss. I think the Aussie's going to strengthen up. Look how it's looking. Well, the Swiss is weak, so I just think the Swiss is going to stay weak, like really weak. Basically, go against the Swiss all week this week. This is a beautiful zone down here. Aussie Swiss. Drop base rally, big move. $69 even. That's not bad. Broke this high too. This high. We ain't break this one though. We got some other buyers right here and right here. So when price gets right here, and we got some selling structure here, we got buyers here, selling pressure here. So got all these buyers right here. So if price gets here again, I might want some of that. Just a little bit. You feel me? We just hit a daily low in the Aussie again, so that's probably why it's trying to pick up strength, weekly low. This is going to pop back up and go that way off of this wick over wick. Just how far is it going to go? Let's look down here. I like this better. You do have some demand here though, but I think we're shorting down to promised land, maybe even here. Probably here where all these buyers are, right here in this area. Until then, I say short the daggone thing. And we have the Aussie being, the CAD is weak right now a little bit, but overall the CAD is stronger, I think. They both almost kind of even, but I would short this. Or again, if you go long, wait for the tops. Some of you may like this because it's shortening at a whole number, 91. Then you got, you know, this area, which it probably will work. Long back to the short. See, this is what I'm worried about right in here. We're not worried, but I believe price can come in here somewhere. I'm come retest this weekly low. So basically, I think it's retesting last week's low. Just if it could come further down in here. This is a sneaky, trickery place. How often we be doing these Zoom lives? Yo, what's good, Mr. Payne? We got somebody from the squad and from the 5. I know I'm doing the right thing. I got the 5 in here. Yo, Payne, you talk about any charts. We look at these charts, bro. It could be stocks, cryptos. That's why I'm here. We can come in here and y'all can talk about any chart, gold, silver, any chart y'all want to look at. I'll pull it up. Right now, I'm just doing Forex because, you know, that's just what we're doing. But throughout the week, I plan on doing this at least 4 to 5 days a week. Okay, this if you subscribe on the YouTube channel, the schedule is actually below. So Sundays are not on the schedule, but I do this Monday and Tuesday in the morning. So Monday and Tuesday, I do the U.S. session. Okay. Wednesday, Thursday, I do the Asia session, which is the nighttime. And then on Sunday, I do like a weekly overview. Like, what do we think is going to happen? Like, let's set up the charts for not, you know, just so we know where price is going. It's like playing baseball. You know, to catch the ball, you got to meet it at where it's going to. It ain't coming to you. So on Sunday, you kind of drawing up your field so you can meet the ball where it's going to, where you think it's going, or where it's coming from. Okay? But what's good, family? I still recommend shorts. We got these big daily candles here. We got nothing but selling pressure here. So short, and the price pops up back up into these regions. It's a nice wick over wick too. Those that don't know what a wick over wick is, right here at 750. Just pay attention to these areas. I know some of y'all want to know what I'm doing with this Fibonacci, but I'll explain that in other videos. The dollar has been super duper strong. For those that don't know, we're going to get into it. Some of y'all are behind just a little bit. For those advanced people that already trade Forex, we drew up a couple zones. I'm about to post this video. yeah, Mr. Payne. Jerry, you want to go with the trend, bro. And if you pull up some of these charts, I'll show you before you go make a move and bust your forehead. I'll show you what you should be doing before you go do it and crack your forehead, all right? Those losses don't have to be so big. Some of them won't have to. We don't even have to make the wrong decision in the first place. The dollar is super strong, so I'm with the dollar. Again, if you trade Forex, I put this out every day, okay, between 5 and 6 o'clock. And I don't go against this because that's how people get hurt. They see supply and demand zones and something is weak or strong, and then you wonder why. I tried to short it or tried to go long, and it just keeps blowing past your supply zone or your demand zone. So very important. I like this rally-based rally right in here too. Actually, let's put this U.S. Since the Swiss is so weak and the U.S. is so strong, let's put this as a signal before I get up out of here tonight. This rally-based rally in the U.S. Swiss at the 50% line. Since the dollar is strong and the Swiss is weak, I got this rally-based rally and we got this small time frame thing right here. I'm going to give y'all that for the night. This if y'all trade Forex, U.S. Swiss. It's a few trades that'll probably work. We'll go over them tomorrow. Even if you're on your way to work, folks, it's not impossible, okay? Might be sitting in traffic, pull it up on your phone. If you subscribe, you get the email link. That way you don't have to worry about it. I like this U.S. Swiss long for tonight. This candle, rally-based rally, broke structure and it broke 99 even. Just wouldn't go more than 25 pips. 25, 30 pips. Anybody has any questions before I get up out of here? This was great though. This is like my first real live stream. Like this was for real. I like it. I've been here a couple of days already, but I didn't tell the world yet. I figured I'd just come out on the anniversary of my my accident, just keep it thugging. And let y'all know too, I'm still building the studio. I still got the office. I might do a couple of sessions from the office this week, just to give y'all a different bounce. Maybe one of my morning sessions, okay? Be here bright and early tomorrow, folks, at 8 o'clock. Okay, I will be here at 7:30 on Zoom. If you want the Zoom link, email me. But we will be on YouTube tomorrow live bright and early during the U.S. session at 8 o'clock a.m. Okay? So be there. Folks, I appreciate it, y'all being here. And love you all from the bottom, from the epitome, okay, of my gut. So thank you for showing up. On your way out, you can stop by the Pip Getterz apparel website if you want to. We got some clothes. We got some Patreon. We got all kinds of things going on over there. And leave comments, suggestions, what you think we might need, okay, from the people. I would not be here without you. So definitely. Thank you, fine folks. I appreciate you coming. Again, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about it. If you learned something, I need to know that too, because I don't want to be doing nothing in vain. So I am here for the people. I'm passionate about that. So let me know if you learned something. I appreciate it.